Hi, and welcome to RedTrack. Today we'll talk about the topic that seems very easy or very difficult, depending how you look at this. So, integration with CRMs. When it comes to RedTrack, we have pre-built apps for some of the CRMs that are familiar for affiliate media buyers. However, we have quite a few users that use the well-known solutions like HubSpot, Salesforce, and similar, and they build their own integrations using the simple workflow we have provided. And this is the workflow described. You have your web property. You put a RedTrack script on the web property. This script generates ClickId, and this ClickId is set in the first-party cookie. Whenever some events happen in the CRM, the webhook or API call is being sent to RedTrack with that ClickId, and we do the conversion. So something to understand first is that RedTrack does this deterministic sort of approach where each click that is being recorded has unique ID. Then the ID, based on your attribution model, for example, last paid, is being pushed into the CRM record, and then from CRM record, you can get the webhook, STS or API call back to RedTrack with the conversion payload and the parameters as part of that payload with conversion type and ClickId being the main one. So in here, of course, in this page, we provide some examples. We provide the script, we provide all the steps, and this is an example of the postback. Like this is the ClickId, this will be conversion revenue, conversion type, and additional parameters that can be used both for reporting and then send it back to your ad networks like Meta. Now, again, this guide might be daunting because of many steps: the tracking URL, the script, how to work with hidden field, but I'm positive you can find your own solution to how to push data inside your CRM. So let's take all these things into a bit more practical reality to see where they are in RedTrack. So scripts, and we're using the live account. Thank you very much for them for allowing to use their account on this video. So scripts are in tool scripts, and you basically have these records. You can edit the script, you can create new one, and you select a domain for script. Ideally, it should be subdomain in your website. Then you set up the attribution model that defines which click will be saved in the first-party cookie. The attribution window, that's the lifetime of that cookie. And again, you get the script. Of course, we generate some pre-built integrations, but the one you need is just the script. And it goes on your web page. So when the script works, on the page, you'll get the first-party cookie, which you can read its value and put into this form, for example. So this form gets inside your CRM. And then inside your CRM, you can build a workflow where something happens, and then you do a webhook. And this webhook is a postback URL from RedTrack. So this postback URL is described here. In RedTrack, you go to conversion tracking page, tools, conversion tracking, and this is your core postback. However, if you have set up conversion types that you want to track, you have set up custom tracking domain. We mentioned it should be subdomain of your website. What you can do then is just go to the section which is called brand, open it up, and here you have this postback which is actually built with all those additional data points that you want to capture. What remains is to do is whenever you copy it, paste into your CRM, don't forget to add conversion type based on the specific conversion event you are sending back to RedTrack, and that's it. So key things to remember: script is in tool scripts, Postbacks will be built in brands. You can just add all the additional parameters, you'll get the same URL, and this is basically the webhook. The key part that RedTrackClickId should be populated from the property that you will push into your CRM, and this key property is this one, RedTrackClickId. When you do this, we have a closed loop. RedTrack captures the click. Now we know where the click has came from. Generates the ID of that click, and basically not even generates, saves it in the first party cookie. You push this ID into the CRM. When the conversion for that record happens, like a demo, call, move up to stage, something else, you send a webhook to RedTrack with the same ID, and now RedTrack knows which exact click from which ad network generated that event in your CRM, matches them, and you see reports on how your campaigns, channels are performing, what are the outcomes, raise, best ads, best channels, and whatever other multiple data points or reports you want to generate. Hope this was helpful. Thank you for using RedTrack. See you on the next video.